Dang,
nice
get some, Brian.
Uber up, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're going to be using some brake cleaner on the flywheel because when we were pulling it out, our hands were all oily and greasy and we got it all on here. And like Corey said, if you want some ultimate slippage, then you put some oil on your flywheel. It'll be really good, but we don't want that, so we're going to clean that with this. I don't have any shop towels, got my mom's paper towel, so we're going to use that. Oh, I don't have no more. Oh, yeah, I do. Use it to clean her up like that. Whoa, look at all that. Just for good luck, you want to do that again. Oh, no. What are you saying in your head, Jason?
I don't know. I think you might need some more brake clean.
This is strong. I am getting high off of this. Alright, one more just for good luck, just for Jason. Oh. Don't smell this, kids. You'll get high. Smells that? Oh, still needs more.
A little bit hard though.
I don't want to break it in there.
Well, I know that still. Give us a little baby gets.
I see a little like line in there, but I don't know if it's. I think it's all the way in.
Just one more time and see if it moves at all.
Oh, now it's in. Alright, so these are the factory ones. Usually you shouldn't reuse these because, like Jason said, they stretch out. And you can get these like ARP. You guys have probably heard of that brand. It's really good. And they're not even that expensive, but I don't know, I didn't buy any. And at least I'm gonna use some Blue Locker? Yeah, Blue Locker. Just so you know the vibration and all the torque, because this thing is going to be pushing a lot of power, so I don't get loose flywheel bolts like my homie Adrian over there with his white 240. So yeah, this is how you do it. Like you're like putting cocaine on something, but you don't snort it up, you just kind of.
It's a lot.
There you go. Oh man.
They're professional at work.
This is actually my first time doing this.
We can tell.
And then you screw this in here so you can reuse this because you wouldn't want to buy another one of these. $4, that's pretty expensive. Then you come over here. You want to feed me one of them bolts in there? Yeah. Hey look, they're MTs, Mickey Thompsons. Alright, so now that I have the flywheel bolted on, I'm actually going to tighten it to spec, and I'm going to do 110 foot-pounds. They recommend from 105 to 110, but I'm going to just go 110 just to be sure. I already got Blue Locker in there, so that should be good. I got the pilot bearing, all good to go. And when you want to tighten it, you want to tighten, like, let's say this one and a start pattern. So this one, this one, this one, this one. You get it, just like you would bolt on your wheel or anything that's like this. And then my dad's gonna help me hold it right there on the front pulley. That's already tight. And because if not, then it would just move back and forth. And I really recommend that you have a, what are these called? A torque wrench. Because if you don't have this, then you might just have like really big problems. Because that's a really important piece. This gets all the power from your engine pretty much to your wheels, and if you don't do this correctly, it can go really wrong. And this was probably, I think, like $30-20 at Harbor Freight, and these are pretty good. The only thing you don't want to do is, if you buy one of these, is try to loosen bolts, like break them off, because that's how these get messed up. But as long as you don't do that, these would be just as fine as a $700 one, at least for little jobs like this. You know, if you're going to be doing this forever, I'd recommend upgrading something better than a Harbor Freight, but that's what I'm going to be using. Another thing I forgot to mention is don't go straight to 110 on your torque wrench and just, you know, go until it goes. What you want to do is probably go like 20 and then 50 and then maybe 80 and then work your way up. You don't want to just all at once. So that's another tip I forgot to mention. Alright, so now the flywheel bolts are all torqued to spec, and that's all good. Now what you want to do, get some brake clean and clean that. I already cleaned it yesterday, but it's already dirty again. So you want to just spray some brake clean and then just wipe off this surface that you see right there, just so you don't, your clutch doesn't slip. Alright, so now once your flywheel is all clean and free of debris, you're gonna want to get this. You need one of these. It's a little clutch alignment tool. I got this at AutoZone for like less than $5. You need this also because if you don't have it, I'll show you what happens, but you pretty much just stick it in like that, and then you stick it into the block like that, and then you just push that forward. That's good to go. Alright, so I got the pressure plate all clean, and the reason you want this clutch alignment tool is because once you put this on, like so, when you bolt this up, this pretty much pushes pressure on the clutch and just allows it to stick in there. And if you don't have this clutch alignment tool, your clutch will pretty much just kind of like fall, and it'll be down here, and then obviously the input shaft won't be able to go in, and it'll just be like off-centered, if that makes any sense. You get what I'm saying? Is that good? Yeah. So that's why you need this, just to kind of stay in the middle. And once you bolt all this up, you can just take that out and then put your input shaft from your transmission in there, and you're good. And I believe these are like 25 foot-pounds. I'm not sure. I'm going to check right now, but I think that's what they are. So yeah. Once it looks like this and you have everything bolted up, you're pretty much ready to throw it into your car or wherever your truck. But you're going to want to remove the clutch alignment tool before you do that, but I'm going to just leave it in there for now. But I'll just show you guys. You just pop it on and off. And that in the background that you hear is not Corey's cat dying. It's an old washing machine. But yeah, I hope you guys learned something from this video. If you guys have any questions, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. Fucking poser laughing at me. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.